Hi everyone. Hi guys. Let me know if you can see me clearly. If everything is good. Hi. Nurhamzita, Vicky, Razita. Hi guys. Abby. Good evening. Redno, Debbie, Lely, Gilbran, Nimas. Nice to see you all, guys. Can you please respond in the poll, in the official group, how many of you have created your Upwork account so far? Did you do the task? Let me check. So this 28 people who voted that we will do it before live, is it done? All done? Done. Okay, perfect. And done. Done. Perfect. Okay, that's important. Okay, guys, so I hope you are excited about the topic tonight because after this lesson, we are starting to reach out to clients. Let me know, how do you feel about it? Are you excited? Are you nervous? Are you ready? Excited and nervous? Excited and nervous? Ready? Excited and nervous? Amazing. Okay, that's normal. Okay. Let me just share my screen with you so we can start. Okay, the topic of the lesson today is reaching to clients and discovery call. So what we are going to talk about today? We are going to discuss about the importance of seeing the opportunities and why it is so important and why it can really bring you so many more clients you cannot imagine. This is really important topic that we are going to discuss. So I really want you to concentrate on this. How to find opportunities where other people do not see them. I will give you the example so you can see the logic behind it and you can see opportunities all around yourself. So examples of reaching out to clients on Instagram and LinkedIn. How can you reach out to clients? We already partly discussed it on the last lesson, but today we will be a little bit more detailed. I will give you some more examples. How to reach out to clients the right way on Upwork. That's why I really ask you to make sure that you are making your Upwork account today as well. So what is a discovery call and how to conduct it? That's another topic for today. So I hope you guys are very excited. Now let's move on and start with a quote as usual. Opportunities are everywhere and the key is to develop a vision to see them. And a lot of people, when they watch my free webinar for the first time, when they learned about VAs, a lot of people ask me, Tanya, can you guarantee the job? Can you give me the client? Can you find a job for me? Guys, I hope after this course, you don't have such questions anymore because I want you to see the world abundantly. There are, do not see it as there is so much competition. There are a lot of virtual assistants, not enough clients. I cannot get any clients. This is the wrong mindset. You need to change your mindset and really understand there are so many opportunities in this world. You just need to develop a vision to see them. And there are so many clients, there is so much money in the world. And as long as you can bring value to people, you can really succeed in life as a virtual assistant, and you will not have problems with finding clients. Like whatever platform, whatever solution, whatever platform you're using, and whatever way you are using to find clients, you will be able to do that for sure if you see the opportunities and if you can bring value to people and show them how you can bring them value. So now I want to give you first the opportunity to see the logic behind what I mean, how to see the opportunities. Because, okay, applying to jobs is one thing. And that's why I really believe it's still important to be on Upwork, because again, on Upwork, people already post jobs, right? People are already looking for virtual assistants or freelancers. That's why it's important to be on Upwork, because it's a great place for you to find your clients as well. But do not underestimate the social media, because it's very powerful. It can bring you so many clients. It can bring you the personal brand, right? Where you will be able to charge more to your clients because you developed your presence and became visible to your clients. And there is so much more to finding clients than just applying to job vacancies. Of course, you can, and I really want you to have everything in your methodology, right? How you're going to do that. I want you to know different platforms. I want you to be on Upwork. I want you to be on LinkedIn. I want you to be on Instagram. I want you to try all these different methods and see which one is working for you, which one is best for you. But I want you to understand and to know all these methods. And of course, when we talk about seeing the opportunities, it is not about job posts and applying to back. Of course, this also includes that. These are opportunities which are on the surface, right? People are already looking for virtual assistants. But there are so many more opportunities which are not necessarily job posts. So this is an example how you can see the opportunities. So this is my Reels, my Instagram feed, around 1 year ago or 1.5 years ago, when I just started virtual assistant course. So this was my Reels feed, and you see that some Reels even have like 9,000 views, some Reels have 8,000 views. That's nice, right? But at that time, if you look at my Reels, you could understand. Let's say you just follow me at that time. You see that Tanya is a coach. She's posting something, but if you notice, if you have a vision to see the opportunities, you notice that my Reels are posted maybe once in 3 weeks. They are very nice, but I don't sell anything. I don't sell my products. I didn't at that time. I didn't even mention anything about the course. Nothing. So it is just lifestyle content. It can have a lot of views, but what's the result of it? Nothing. So like I don't get anything. No people really understand what I'm doing, etc. So if you were interested to work with me at that time, you already know that I started my online course. At that time, you can offer me to promote it through my Reels. So this is where the opportunity lies. And the thing with a lot of entrepreneurs is that sometimes they are also not clear about what they can do. And it happens so many times with me, because my clients are medical clinics, and most of them would never post a job like I'm looking for SMM specialist, right? Because most of them don't even understand the power of social media. Of course, maybe bigger medical clinics, they might understand it, but they already have the marketing team most of the time. The smaller clinics and the smaller doctors, they would never understand the power of social media. That's why I had to find these opportunities myself. And there are so many more opportunities that you can find. That's why I encourage you to use your Instagram, to use your LinkedIn, to connect to people, to still stay active. Maybe once you already find your first clients, then you don't even open your Instagram, because some people, some students, when they already have clients, they don't even open, and then suddenly they open a few months later, 3 months later, they see some DMs from potential clients. So guys, please don't miss this opportunity. I want you to still be active on your Instagram. Doesn't mean that you have to post every single day or every single week, but still connect to people, look what people are doing, and always ask yourself, how can I bring value to this person? So once you focus your mindset on how to bring value, then everything will change and you will see the opportunities everywhere. So coming back to the story, if you are a real specialist, or let's say if you are an admin VA, or you are doing social media maintenance, you don't really know how to do Reels, but you really see that you really understand Instagram, because you like to scroll through Instagram, and you understand that, oh, Tanya actually could have promoted her course. Why she's not posting anything about her course? So you could see that my Reels didn't promote anything at that time. So you could ask yourself, is she missing the opportunity? Like, how about I help her to actually create the ideas for the reels, to edit the reels, to give her some strategy for the reels, etc., to make sure that the reels are posted frequently. So this is the way for you to see the opportunities. And the problem with many entrepreneurs, as I mentioned to you, they do not have time to generate ideas about what to post. They don't have time to write scripts. They don't have time to edit properly with captions and all. So of course, if your client is based overseas, then you just can, if you are doing reels for your clients, you can just ask them to take the footage by themselves, and then you can edit for them. Or you can find another person. Let's say your client is in Singapore and you are in Indonesia. You can find a person who just knows how to use iPhone and who can create a footage for your client for just 2 hours, and you will just maybe need to pay like $50 for this person, for the assistant, and you will have a lot of footage for your client. So you don't really need an experienced videographer or photographer to give you the footage. That's how I did as well, and it was really working well. So yeah, so if your client is based overseas, is not a problem. Sometimes the client can even take the footage themselves, but it is not ideal. So you don't, in this case, let's say you are not a reel specialist, you don't really know how to do reels. What you can do is that after you see the opportunity, you can ask yourself, is it something that I want to explore? Is it something that I want to learn? Because a lot of you, I noticed that a lot of you didn't choose your highlight services. And I understand that you say that, oh, I'm not yet confident. I'm really interested in this, but I'm not really confident yet. And I want to highlight to you that you need to be just one step ahead of your client. And I had many some examples from my students whose clients asked them to do email marketing, let's say, and they were open, like, I'm a beginner in this, but I'm willing to learn. I will do my best for you for this work. And this is totally fine. You, most of the services, even email marketing, even social media management, they can be learned fast. Even your highlight services, the foundation level can be learned fast. So please be open to go out of your comfort zone. I mean, it really depends on your openness to do it. I cannot push it if you really feel not confident and it is something that is taboo for you. Of course, I cannot push it to do it. But for me, whenever my client is requesting me to do something new, or I see any opportunity that I can bring value, then I will just do it. If I see that this service, I enjoy doing this service, I will do it, and I will just take some time to learn it, the foundational level, and I will start working with the client, and I will keep improving my skills. And that's how my VA career started, basically. So how I got my first client, right? It's just that I saw the opportunity, and I was just one step ahead of the client to offer this, and that's how I started my journey. And after that, of course, I started to improve. I started to learn more. But you just need to know the foundations to start. So how to become better in your services? Just briefly, I want to show it to you. So for example, you can Google how to make amazing reels. You will see so many blogs, so many tutorials, so many inspirations on Pinterest. And you can come back to me. Let's say you can at that time you could DM me and you can say, Tanya, I have some suggestions for your reels. Here is my Canva slides, just a short presentation about what I can do for you for your Instagram reels. How about that? Are you keen? Are you keen? Maybe I can create like 1 or 2 reels for you so you can see how it works. Amazing. If you show me that it can increase my students, if it can increase the number of people who can know more about my course, of course, I cannot say no. But the thing is that as I already explained, with entrepreneurs is that they sometimes don't even see that they are missing out. So if you see the opportunity, you can really stand above the competition and you can just take the job. I just realized that I didn't on the captions. Guys, if you want to on the captions, please click CC button, okay? So after that, you can watch a lot of best performing reels every day. You can learn more about reels, and you can see the trends. Like let's say the reels, we know TikTok videos need to be dynamic, need to be creative, and it's really easy to learn. I mean, you can just learn the skill in just a few days, and in a few days you can already become far better than most of the clients. So you can follow some hashtags about reels, find tutorials on Instagram. You can listen to the audiobooks, to podcasts about reels. But of course, reels is more visual, so I would rather go to Pinterest to find inspiration. I would go to the YouTube free tools, free videos about making reels, etc. So don't be afraid to accept the challenge. And here I want to promote Audible app. It is just my own promotion. I really love this app, and it has so many audiobooks. For me, sometimes it is hard to read the books because I cannot sit on one place. But like when I go to gym, I can listen to the Audible app, to the books. There are tons of books, educational books, books about the skills, about business. You can download this app. It is quite affordable to buy books there, and I have listened to so many books through this app, so really highly recommended. So what could a VA have written to me? This is just the example. I don't want you to follow like step by step and just copy paste the template, but this is just the example, like a simple example. Dear Tanya, I have been following you for quite a while now, and I'm impressed with all the businesses that you have while also managing a family at the same time. This shows to me that this person actually already understands about me, and that it's not just a scam message, not a spam message, but it's a personal message. I have noticed that you have recently started an online course, and since your audience on your personal IG is quite a lot of people, I think they would be happy to know more about the course and participate in it. Besides, I think we can use Reels to promote your online course to the new people. I am a virtual assistant who helps businesses to manage their social media, and I specialize in Reels and TikTok. May I have a pleasure to create one Reels for you to show how I envision the promotion of your courses. So this is just the example of how you can reach out to your clients via Instagram and LinkedIn. So other ways to reach out is starting a conversation and only offer your services after that. I will show you the example of this on the next slide. Now we just quickly go through the options. Offering a value, Canvas slides with a few suggestions. I'm also going to show you the example on my next slides. And you can also attach portfolio with relevant work experience. You guys already have your portfolios. We already discussed the most common mistakes, and I really encourage you to adjust your portfolio for every client. For example, if this portfolio is for the Reels, don't attach the work samples for your admin tasks because it's not relevant. Just take some time to edit this for this client. So this portfolio is relevant. It's not just the spam portfolios that you send to every single client. You can adjust it a bit, but we are going to talk more about it later on today. So now let's move on and talk about different ways starting a conversation on social media with your clients. So one way is to start a conversation. So how you can message your clients? First of all, starting a conversation. This is one way, one option. No hard selling, no promoting your services first. Just reach out and say, hi, Tanya, I was checking your profile, and it's amazing how you help people leverage their skills through online courses so they can monetize their expertise and make a profitable business. With these times, the work you do is much needed. I was surprised that you are not running any ads currently. Is there a reason why? You'd smash it. So she's not telling nothing about herself. She's just like complimenting me and talking about me. And then she's also asking about me. So it is very, all the people would be keen to reply, because it's like, it's hard to reply when other person is sending something nice to you about and saying about you. So that's why I responded, and I was like, hi, Florine, I run ads, because I was very surprised, like, why is she thinking that I'm not running ads? I actually run ads. So I responded like, I run ads. And then she's like, oh, glad to hear that. Are you satisfied with the results you're currently getting from your ads? And I'm like, yes, pretty much. What ads platforms are you using to generate leads for your clients? And she's saying, awesome, we use Facebook, Instagram ads. And then we start to talk about her. So basically after that, I say, how about we have a call? I'm actually looking for more ad specialists. So I'm keen to, have a call with you. So this is a one like soft approach example. If you connected with someone, if you really want to strike a conversation with them, but you don't really want to appear really hard selling, you can just use this method. I had another example I didn't include here because it was in Russian. So one lady reached out to me and she said, Tanya, you are doing such an amazing work. Can you tell me more about your online course? And I was like, of course, I can tell you more about my online course. So I do this. And she's like, oh, great. By the way, I see that you also do, you manage your content on social media, you're very active. So by the way, I am a photographer and I produce content for bloggers, for influencers. So I would love to collaborate with you. Here's my portfolio. So if you need any help, I'm here to help you. So this is another great example, right? So striking a conversation, this is one of the examples. Now, the second way to reach out to clients is offering value. And this is the real case study from my assistant right now. She's working with us for the past, I think, 3 months. Her name is Novi, and she reached out to me on Instagram. And actually, she applied to the position that we posted on Tinder, but she was not shortlisted. But she actually took an extra mile, and because I do not shortlist the vacancies on Tinder, so we have a human resource virtual assistant who's shortlisting the people, and she did not shortlist Novi, but Novi actually took the extra step and reached out to me directly. So here's what she wrote. Dear Tanya, how are you today? May your days always be blessed. My name is Novi Fitriana. I'm one of the students in SGBVA course, batch A. Today, I just sent a job application for the SGBVA marketing position. At first, I was hesitant to start messaging you, but I have a strong desire to let you know that I have makeup marketing idea on YouTube that I dedicated to the SGBVA course. I spent 3 days doing research from various sources, and in 2 days, I put my concept ideas and designed them using Canva. I was so excited to make it until I made 20 slides that might be a consideration for SGBVA to accept my application. Please kindly open this link. I hope my work can be considered to join your fantastic marketing team. Amazing, right, guys? So, of course, I opened these slides and I'm going to share them with you in a second. I already asked Novi. She said it's fine to share everything with you. So I think that's really great. And it doesn't mean that your value slides should be 20 slides. You can do it much faster, and it can just be 3 slides or 5 slides. But this is really great. And guess what? After I opened the slides, I already hired Novi straight away. Of course, we had a discovery call, but I hired her. Although she was not shortlisted initially through the Tinder group. So this like giving value first always gives amazing results. So now I want to show the screen demo of Novi's slides. Let me stop sharing, and I will share my other screen. Okay. 1 second. Okay, so here are the slides from Novi. So basically, she sent the sales funnel ideas for YouTube. I will present my ideas to grow a YouTube channel to get more benefits. I dedicated to SGBVA course as a consideration to be able to join the marketing team. Simple, clean, nice slides, very informative. Most popular social media platform in 2023. So basically, she says that we really need to put more attention to YouTube, and because it has a lot of potential, there are a lot of viewers. It is one of the most popular social networks. And then this is she also did some research about the popularity of YouTube, and then Strategy to be successful YouTube channel in 2023, start up, grow up, and scale. And then she is explaining what it means. First, start up, focus on target audience, create videos around search, keep it simple, and also how do we create the videos around the search. So basically, she is explaining everything that she means in this presentation, like how do we choose the right topics, how do we choose the right topics, and then break down questions, answer, content ideas. She even created some of the content ideas from the topics that she found are successful and have a good search volume on the internet. And then she compared the content, the idea with TubeBuddy. This is a platform where you can check the content idea and whether it's successful. And also step 2, grow up, stand out and keep up with the competition. Double down on what's working. So basically analyze what is working on your YouTube channel, keep the analytics and optimize, and time block. And also double down on what is working. So basically she gave some research and some numbers, how to increase more viewers, and then she gave more ideas. So it is really like a in-depth analysis about the thumbnails, like how to improve my current thumbnails, how to make them interesting for viewers to watch, how to do the analytics for YouTube, then which tools we can use for YouTube analytics. Then she analyzed some of the videos on my channel at that time, and also she is giving some other suggestions, using time blocks to make sure that people are clicking, are coming back, because we are posting every videos on Thursdays. And then step number 3, scale up, build a community, go beyond YouTube, break the pattern. So she's giving some other ideas about building a community on YouTube. So this is really, really amazing. I was so impressed when I read this. I mean, I really feel grateful that a person really spent time on researching all this. But of course, this is really good quality work. But again, I want to emphasize that your value offer doesn't have to be that long. You don't even need to spend 5 days to come up with a solution like that. Yes, thank you, Diva. You can, if I speak too fast, you can just unmute yourself or let me know. Okay, I try to slow down. Now I lost what I wanted to say. Okay, let me go back to my slides. Okay. So what I wanted to say is that I want to emphasize that you do not have to have 20 slides. You can just have 5 slides. As long as you provide the value and as long as you give suggestions and solutions to the client. And always use ChatGPT to check any writing, like whenever you message to your clients, remember about the first impression, because when I was looking through your portfolios, sometimes I felt that you still did not use ChatGPT to check your copywriting. Please, it is important to make the first impression. Now let's talk about Upwork and how to reach clients on Upwork. Again, I want you to have all the methods in place. And last lesson, we discussed what's the difference between using social platforms like Instagram and LinkedIn, that really it gives you the opportunity to stand above the competition, to see the opportunities, to build your personal brand, to charge more, etc. But Upwork is good in a way that there are already jobs available. And on Instagram, when we are reaching out to people, we don't know 100% if they need to hire a virtual assistant right now. So it's more of a long-term strategy, but of course it's a very, very effective strategy. But Upwork, you can definitely use as another tool and reach clients on Upwork, apply to job vacancies on Upwork, because the job vacancies are already there. People are already looking for virtual assistants. So now I'm going to also share my screen with you in a while. So I want to a note for you, like what you need to know before you write your cover letter, because the cover letter on Upwork is really something that sets you apart from the competition. And I hope you already listened to my voice note and to my saw my messages in the group today, but I shared with you that out of 150 applicants, I only got one person who gave the correct example, who actually read the job description till the end, because at the very end I asked people to answer a specific question. So I told them that if you apply for this job, please answer this question. Imagine only one person out of 150 people responded to this question. So currently we are hiring this person already. So basically he's the only candidate, but he's really great. That's why it is a great way to filter the candidates. So for the other candidates who did not respond to my question, whatever their job experience, whatever their, I don't know, accolades, I just deleted. I didn't even look at their portfolio or their resume. So it is really important. Address the person by name. And in a second, I'm going to show you on my screen how to find the name of the person on Upwork vacancies. Also understand the pain points of the clients. Again, I'm going to share with you on my screen demo right now. You need to understand the pain points of your client. So it can help you, these words can and these pain points can help you to write a great cover letter. Use relevant work examples, and that's what I already talked to you in just now, that don't copy paste your portfolio every single time. You need to edit it according to the job vacancy. If you are applying for the job for SMM and your work samples are only admin, it is not relevant, and you will not get the job, because you need to have relevant work samples. Maybe you just need to rearrange it. It would be great if you also change the About Me section on your I just remembered I need to speak slowly. Try to slow down. Okay, you can go back to the job post, and you can check what is needed again for this job. And based on the pain points, based on what is needed, you can also change a little bit your About Me section in your portfolio, so it corresponds to what is needed in the job post. Is it clear, guys? Let me know in the chat. Clear, okay, great. So yes, edit your portfolios, About Me and work sample section. If needed, mention clearly what is the next step in your cover letter, like what do you want people to do next, and then add I checked your website. So if sometimes in the job vacancies there is a website for you to check what this company is doing. It is not always, but sometimes. If there is a website, make sure that you have checked the website, and you can say, I checked, by the way, I have checked your website, and we definitely can improve this and that, but I would love to give you more ideas, and would love to prepare a few slides for you, like presentation about how I can improve your social media. Would it be possible to have a 15-minute call with you to discuss more about how I can bring value to you? So if there is no website and a job description, you can say, by the way, could you please send me your website or your social media accounts, depending on the job post, so that I can come up with some ideas on how I can improve your social media. So it will really make it very personal. Oh, yes. Before we go to the examples, I just wanted to give you some ideas about how job posts look like. And I hope that's why it was important for me that you do the task of completing your Upwork profile by now, because at least you understand what is Upwork and how it works a little bit. So, okay, let me stop sharing and I go back to my screen. Okay, let me share my screen with you. Okay, here basically you can see my screen, and basically you can go to search. I already explained it to my video, and you can basically search for any job. It can be SMM VA, it can be social media, just to put any keyword, or it can be admin, it can be email marketing. So whatever it is, here I put virtual assistant. So then you need to put in filters, because I think it's really important, because it really can help you filter the jobs that are suitable for you. Entry level and intermediate, or you can just put entry level if you want, or both. And then number of proposals, I usually put everything except 20 to 50. And then put payment verified, just to make sure that it's not a scam. And then I prefer 1 or 2 hires and 10 plus hires, just to make sure that this is a legit business. So I don't put no hires, because it can be anything. And then you can also put here this contract to hire. Also, you can choose the project length. It's up to you. I didn't choose it here. And hours per week, depending on how you want to work per week and how many hours you have. So yeah, so basically here you have a lot of jobs, and you can see the rating. This is the first thing I hope you can consider as well, because rating is important. And sometimes I see the job posts which are completely like they're completely the people who are posting them, they have very bad reviews. So please make sure that they have good reviews. And also you can check their location as well. Some people also don't have any reviews. Best choose people who have reviews. Now let's go through the points which I mentioned. I'm going to share with you my screen one more time. For the job post which I chose, we are going to practice on this job post. Okay. So basically, this is job post. This is job post is about the social media VA. So first of all, we want to understand what it is about and whether this is suitable for us. So hours per week, 10 to 15 hours a week, Singapore time, but this is a worldwide. They're looking for people worldwide. Some companies also look for people who are based in Singapore, Malaysia, or Philippines. I'm not sure why, but I guess people from Indonesia can definitely apply, because it's the same time zone. So don't be afraid to apply, even if it's not directly said in Indonesia, because if people say Philippines, Singapore, and Malaysia, I think the reason why they choose this is because they want to work with people with the same time zone. So I think people, again, from Indonesia can apply. So responsibilities: QA and scheduling social media content, conducting content research, outreach and communication with content creators, editing reels and TikToks, handling ad hoc administrative tasks, liaising with other team members. What is needed? Strong attention to details, experience in social media management. Again, experience doesn't mean that you have to work with real clients. You already have experience, you already have portfolio, you already know how to do many things. Proficiency in editing reels and TikTok using CapCut. CapCut is so easy to learn. It can just be learned in one day. So you can Google about it, and it's a great tool. Proficiency in editing graphics using Canva. I mean, it's also so easy to learn Canva. You can just learn it in 1 hour. Just once watch some tutorials. I'm sure that all of you already use Canva for sure. And you have Canva examples in your portfolio as well. Scroll down. Here is some more information about this. You will be asked to answer the following questions when you submit a proposal. First of all, please provide a brief overview of your relevant experience in social media management and virtual assistants. Please describe your experience in content research for social media. How do you identify trending keywords, topics, keywords, and engaging content ideas? And then another important thing that I mentioned is we want to know the name of the person who is hiring, because I really don't like when people say hi there, hello, good afternoon. It's really impersonal. I mean, it doesn't mean that I will necessarily never hire these people, but I think the greatest first impression I get is when someone is saying hi Tatiana or hi Tanya, and this is really personal, and this means that you really spend some time to research about this person. So how do we do that? You can scroll down in the client recent history, and then you can see some feedbacks from freelancers and some feedbacks from this client to freelancers. So it is written here to freelancer, basically nothing, right? And this is just the freelancers feedback. No feedback is given, no feedback is given. Really great experience, but no name, right? And here we see it was really not good experience working with Kathleen. So we know that this person who is behind this job post is Kathleen. So I have seen a lot of job posts where you can easily find the person name on the feedback section. Or you can even click view more, and there will be definitely some feedback which mentions this person. Yeah, so I think I mentioned all here. Let's go to my slides. So how do we apply to this job post? Just 1 second. Okay, we can look again at this page. Main points to note, again, one more time. Read the job description to fully understand what is needed and what questions you need to answer in the cover letter. Again, don't be like 149 other people who don't read properly. Address the person by name and show on screen how to do it. Show on screen how to do it. I already showed you. Understand the pain points of the client and use relevant work examples and work samples, and edit your portfolio's about me section based on what is needed in the job post, because it was written that they need a person who is who have used Canva, who know how to edit the videos, who knows about social media and social media management, and as a detail-oriented person. So emphasize on this. If this is your if this is your unique personality skill, or something that you have, make sure that it is relevant to what was written in the job description. Let me know if that's clear. Mention clearly what is the next step, call to action. That's what I'm going to show you just now. And check your website. I'm going to show it in my example as well. I mastered Canva in 3 weeks only because doing SGPVA course tasks. Amazing. Yes, Canva is really an easy tool, but definitely can be mastered even faster than 3 weeks, because there are so many templates ready to use already. Example, how can we apply the job post like this? Hi, Kathleen. I am very interested to assist you with the social media management tasks long term. So here I am in the first sentence. First of all, I address the person by name. And then I say that I am motivated, I am interested, I am very enthusiastic about this job. And you need to mention this job. You don't say I'm very interested in this position, because it can look like you just copy paste this and send to all the positions. You need to clearly state which position, what is it about. That's why, to appear more personal, I use this very personal touch. I'm very interested to assist you with the social media management tasks long term. Because this project is 3 to 6 months. We already saw it in the description that they are looking for a person, not just for a week, not just for a month, but for 3 to 6 months. I believe that I have the right skills, so I'm motivated to work with you closely and make sure that the job is completed on time and according to the expectations. And this is one of the pain points of Upwork customers, because a lot of the times, and it happened with me as well, that you hire someone and then they don't respond the next day, and then you cannot work together. So that's why it is hard to find people who really are motivated to work long term and really show you that they care about your projects. You are not just one of the clients for them, you know. So if you have this approach, then you will beat so much competition on Upwork. I have a passion for social media, closely follow current trends, and have experience editing reels and creating Canva designs. Before writing this cover letter, you can just read more about the reels, see if it's something suitable for you, and try to do 1 or 2 reels for yourself. And creating Canva designs. I have attached my work samples below for you to have a look. I'm naturally a creative person and solution-oriented, and that makes me able to come up with creative ideas, because of course they need people to come up with creative ideas because it's social media, right? And even in one of their questions, they are asking, how do you research the trends, right? So definitely it's important in this job. Also, I'm reliable, so you can rest assured that I will provide the necessary results. I'm also quick in communication, because quick in communication, it is really super important. You can even include it in every single cover letter, because one of the things in Upwork is that it's remote, and any remote work, like for clients, communication is super important, that you need to respond fast. And sometimes when I message to Upwork people, they can respond to me in 1 day or like in 3 hours. So it is too long. So for all the Upwork people, all the Upwork clients, it's really important to know that you have fast communication and fast response. And not only Upwork, but all your remote clients. To answer your question, I usually identify the trendy topics by researching popular content on social media through hashtags, reels, and trends. If possible, please also send me your website and social media accounts so I can give some suggestions on the topics and content, because they did not include their website in the job post. Please let me know if we can discuss more about the opportunity on call. You can even say on 15 minutes call, so that you don't say it's 1 hour call, because they will be scared. Just say 10-15 minutes. Can I ask for 10-15 minutes of your time, so we can discuss my ideas during the call. I really appreciate your reply soon. So this is how you can reach out to the clients. Let me know if this is clear, or if you have any questions. Clear, okay. Perfect. Thank you guys for the feedback. Now let's move on, and I wanted to share with you that I used not to love sales at all. Maybe for some of you it feels overwhelming that now we need to start, you know, reaching out to clients. Don't worry, we are going to go step by step. It is really important to learn sales, and I really want you to change your mindset about sales. Sales is really my favorite thing right now, because if you offer value to people, and if you offer something good to people that can give them positive results, then it is your job to convince people to get this. And that's what I always explain to our sales team, that guys, we are not taking people's money. We are just, it is our job, because our course is good. So it's our job, it's our responsibility to, of course, first of all, we need to learn more about them, about the people. And if we feel that they want to work remotely, they want flexibility, it is our it is a must for us to help to convince them to join the course. It is a must, because we offer a quality service, and it's the same for your services as well. It is your responsibility to convince your customers to use your services, because they really can benefit from them so much. And don't look at it as, you know, I need to ask people to pay me money, I need to sell myself, and people will feel that I am, you know, I'm trying to get money from them. That's not true. You are giving great services, you are offering value to people. Go to the lesson 1 where we discussed the importance of having a virtual assistant, and then you can give them so many results. You can help their businesses grow, and it can be really the best investment for them. So you must understand sales if you are a business owner, and you can definitely do it if you are an introvert, if you are an extrovert. That doesn't matter at all. And sales is really about communication. It's really about talking to people, speaking to people, and conveying the messages to people, and letting them know how we can help them. Of course, sometimes when you're just starting out, you might feel nervous. It is totally fine. The more you do it, the better you get. So everything in our life is sales. Even if you are not in business, if you are not selling your services, you are still in business, because when you talk to friends, when you talk to your family members, and maybe they want to go and watch one movie, you want to go and watch another movie. So how do you agree which movie to watch? So it is we are always selling something, selling some ideas, selling some concepts. So it is really all about communication. Now we are closing it off with the quote: "I was never really good at anything except for the ability to learn." And then after that, we are going to the discovery call part. I really love this quote from Kanye West, and I really want to emphasize that nowadays, the era when it was all about diplomas, degrees, your education, it is already gone. So everything really depends on how you are able to learn, and whether you are a fast learner, and whether you can Google and find the information and learn fast. And again, we also partly talked about this today. Accept challenges, go out of your comfort zone, learn. 95% of VA services can be learned really, really fast. Okay, let's move on to the discovery call part. So discovery call is a sales call. So basically is the call when you show to the client how you can bring them value. The aim of the call is to understand the client's needs, and only then to present your services based on their needs. And the discovery call is about your clients. It's not about you. And this is really, really important thing to understand. And this is one of the most important things I want you to understand about the discovery call, because I see the same mistake all over again. When I have discovery calls, even with my students sometimes, the first thing when we start the call, first of all, we don't know what's going on, and like we don't know how to start. I start the call, and then I'm like, hi, they're like, hi, and then they just keep silent and nothing has. They wait for me to start. But actually, you should start the call, and you should have the agenda for the call. Usually I say, hi, Tanya, it was really nice. Thank you very much for your time today. So basically, the agenda of this call is that I'm going to ask you some questions, and then I'm going to talk about some suggestions that I can give for you for your social media, and then after that you can answer me any questions. Is it okay for you? So don't feel that the discovery call is like you are having the interview for a job in a company, and this is your boss and they are asking you questions. You are equal. You are providing, you are a VA who's providing the service and bringing value, and you have a client on the other end. You are equal. You are not minor to them. So it is really important to understand you are equal. And again, coming back to the mistake is that when we start the call, then suddenly this person is saying, so this is just the silence first, and then I say, okay, can you introduce yourself? Maybe this can be a good start. And then they say, hi, Tanya. Okay, my name is this and that. I graduated from the bachelor's degree in this university in 2016, and I have experience in working for, and then they give some company name, which I don't understand about this company name, and then they say, they give me all this biography, and already for the first 2 minutes, I'm getting really bored. I'm not interested to listen to this. So you need to understand that this call is not about you. It is about the client. So first of all, you need the agenda. You need to say the agenda of this call will be like I just explained to you. First, I will ask you a few questions. After that, I will show you some solutions and suggestions which I have for your YouTube channel. And then after that, you can ask me any questions. Is it okay for you? Yes. Okay, let's move on. So this way, you and the client, you understand about the agenda, what will happen on this call. And this creates the structure to the call. So if you are very nervous, if it's your first time, I really recommend you to write down these words and memorize them, because we tend to feel the most stressful and the most nervous when we are just starting the call and starting to speak with a client. But after 2 minutes, when we see that the client is just a human being, they are nice, they are friendly, we get more relaxed. So it is just the first few minutes when you feel stressful and can forget anything that you want to say. So for the first few times, just memorize these first words. So now, after the client said, I'm okay, yes, I'm okay with this agenda, you can say to the client, can you tell me more about your business? Or can you, or you can say that I have researched your website, and I understand that SGB is doing online courses, and you have a course on virtual assistants, and this can make it more. This can make it seem to the client that you already have have done research. It is really important before the call, and then you can say, can you tell me a little bit more about your business? Like maybe when was it started, and what are your struggles right now in terms of social media or in terms of YouTube channel? Can you share with me, like, why did you want to start your YouTube channel in the first place? So it does not necessarily have to be the exact questions like this, but the meaning of it, like show that you already did some research, but ask them some more questions about their business, and especially about the area that you are talking about, let's say YouTube or social media. Like what is currently your main goal for your social media for SGB, and what you are struggling with the most in terms of your Instagram channel. Are you only growing on Instagram, or do you also grow on LinkedIn? Can you share with me more? So this really will show to the client that you care about their business, and every person likes to talk about their business. So it would be a great start. Understand that you mentioned you need help with you don't have to be very strict. Like if they are replying to your questions, like, oh, Tanya, yeah, we have Instagram, but currently I think that there are also other social media channels that can be beneficial for us. Actually, we have tried TikTok, but it didn't really work well. And then you can say, oh yeah, I see. By the way, did you try LinkedIn? So don't go really exactly to the questions. You still need to be in the conversation, and you still need to improvise. But maybe for the first few times when you are really nervous, it can be a bit hard. But later on, it will be you are going to get better and better and better at it. You can prepare some questions in advance, like, oh, did you ever try LinkedIn? How was it? So the more questions you ask, the better. Understand that you mentioned you need help with social media management. Is there anything else that I can help you with? Because, by the way, I'm also providing email marketing. By the way, do you grow your database? Even when you do the research about the company, about the client, you can already see some opportunities. Not only social media, but you can actually notice that they could really grow their email database. Maybe this is a coach, and they don't even have the email blasts to their clients. Or maybe if you see that their websites can be improved, or maybe you see that I don't know, some other areas can be like, maybe they are not on YouTube yet, and you want to ask if they want to be on YouTube as well. Or you want to ask if they also need help with admin tasks and bookkeeping. You can mention all of this here, and you can ask if they need any more help. Because again, sometimes entrepreneurs don't even understand fully what they need, and they might give you even more tasks than they initially planned. This is definitely applicable even to Upwork vacancies, because you will speak with a real person, and you can also check whether they need any more tasks for you to do, yeah. And after that, you can ask, do you have any questions for me? before asking do you have any questions for me, you can also say, so let's say you are talking about the social media, about them using LinkedIn, about them using TikTok, Instagram, and you can say, oh yeah, by the way, I have prepared some slides for you where I want to give you some suggestions about how I can improve your social media. Is it okay if I share with you now? Yes, it's okay. And then you can share just 5 slides with very simple slides with simple information and suggestions on how you can improve their social media. All the clients really appreciate that. And after that, so you basically already brought them value, and they see that you are really keen, you are really personal, you really care about their business. And then you ask, do you have any questions for me? And usually they ask, okay, how much do you charge? And that's where you can talk about you. So yeah, this one I already talked about, giving value. You can show some examples of your work as well from your portfolio in this during this time. So after that, they would ask usually, how much would this be? And I recommend you to ask them back. So I usually charge $10 an hour or $12 an hour. May check if you prefer to work based on the hourly rate or a fixed monthly rate. And then depending on what they respond, you can negotiate, you can discuss further. Let's say if they say, okay, what is an hourly rate? How does it work? And then you can say, hourly rate is basically, it's a retainer when we agree on a certain number of hours every month that I will work for you. And I have different packages. So I have like 20 hours. So you can even say like, I have different packages, 20 hours, 40 hours and 60 hours per month. So based on what you have mentioned to me, that you would like me to manage your social media, you would like me to manage your admin tasks, I think it will take around 30 to 40 hours a month. How about if you are okay to be charged per hour, how about you go for the medium package? Or they can say, I don't want to really concern so much about the hourly rate. How about we just, have a fixed fee? So that's where you guys discuss with them. Or maybe it can be the project rate. So yeah, after that you discussed on the pricing, and ideally, of course, you want to agree with them during the call, because that's when you can still discuss, you can still negotiate, and then they will say, okay, this works. Let's go for hourly rate, 20 hours a month, and for $12 an hour. And then you need to let them know the next step. You can say, great, I'm really happy to work with you. But guys, this step is not applicable if you are working if you are looking for a job in Upwork, right? Because on Upwork, you already have an hourly rate, which you put when you apply for the job. So this is not applicable. But of course, sometimes the client can try to negotiate with you during the meeting. Yeah, so after that, if they already agreed to your rate, then you can say, okay, the next step is that I will send you the contract and invoice, and then we can start working immediately. Again, this is not applicable if you are doing this from Upwork, because in the Upwork case, the next step is that the client must hire you. So when the client clicks hire this person, then automatically it will be the contract between you and the client through Upwork, because it's considered secure, and the Upwork has their own contract, especially if you work with clients with good reviews and verified payment system, and those clients who already hired before. It is a low chance that you will find scam this way. So it is all done through Upwork. But if it's not through Upwork, then you need to send the contract, you need to send the invoice. And that's where you start. Sometimes the client will say, okay, let me think about it. Or they can say, okay, can you send me a proposal? And then in this case, you send them the proposal via email. I already shared with you the example of the proposal, just simple proposal, no need to create slides. I don't think you need to create slides. I mean, it's up to you, but I usually just do it via email. And then in this case, or if in the case that client wants to think, you always need to ask, when would you be able to get back to me? When would you be able to let me know your decision? Of course, the number one, the best scenario is that they agree on the call. But if not, you need to follow up with them. They might be busy and you need to get their word about when they will get back to you. So the client will say, okay, give me 2 days. So then if after 2 days, after 3 days, the client doesn't get back to you, you need to follow up. Don't be afraid to follow up, and don't forget to follow up, because people can just be busy. It's not that they ignore you or something like that. People can just be busy, really. So you need to follow up, and sometimes a few times. Okay, so again, during the sales calls, the client is the one who speaks the most. Again, the discovery call is not about you, it's about the client, at least at the beginning. Okay, guys, so I want you to remember that success is passion plus consistency. I hope you like your services. I hope you learn more about them. And of course, we need consistency. Consistency in learning about our services, getting more confident in them, and knowing more about our services. And of course, consistency in reaching out to clients. And that is why for the services, I ask you to choose the services that you love. Now I want to start with you with the first step. First step, we are going to use Upwork. It is mentally easier for you, I think, to start applying through Upwork than to reaching out to people through Instagram. I hope you already followed and connected with the 20 people that you have chosen on Instagram. Now we are going to start with Upwork first. You will need to apply for at least 5 jobs on Upwork, following the steps that I mentioned today. Go through the tips and tricks and my example, and I hope you can really stand above all the competition and find your first clients already after this task. Okay, so it is really important. I don't think that I need to explain why this task is important. It's because I think all of you want to find clients. So those of you who are serious about finding clients, you need to do the tasks which are related to finding clients. Okay, guys, so that's all for today. Thank you so much. I hope I was not too fast. Okay, great, thank you. One of my new challenge, I used not to love sales at all. I previously had different angles at saying selling is annoying. Yes, because we always have this negative mindset about salespeople, because they are like nasty people, you know, scam calls, you know, from people, you know. Sometimes I get scam calls from like Ministry of Manpower in Singapore, but actually it's just scam. So yeah, we just, our society has like a negative mindset on sales, but actually if you are offering a valuable product, it is your responsibility to sell. Yeah, thank you, and I'm going to the Q&A. Marcelo, hi Tanya, between the Upwork marketplace, Upwork and Fiverr, would you recommend Upwork instead of Fiverr? I would like to know your point of view. I am not too familiar with Upwork, and I have used Upwork to hire someone, I think once, but I think it's really not very clear. I think the Upwork user experience is so much better. It is more clear for me how to use it. So I'm much more familiar, like 100 times more familiar with Upwork. I think you can start with one tool first. I don't think that you need to spend so much time to try to do everything at once. Let's just follow the course first, and later on you can start trying Upwork if you want. Shanti, hi Tanya, yesterday I sent a message to one of the potential clients, and then I got a response from them. They said, we want to know more about virtual assistant and maybe we can collaborate for school for our education program. How should I respond? Since I don't have experience at all in the VA world. Shanti, do you watch the skills lesson, and do you do the tasks for the skills lessons? If yes, then you cannot say that you don't have experience in the BA world. I really believe that you underestimate yourself so much, and the words that you use for yourself, like I'm a beginner, I'm total newbie, I don't have any experience, I don't even understand what it is. This mindset already is undermining your value, and this is not a good mindset to find the clients. You need to understand your value first, and you need to say, I know how to do it, I can bring value, I'm one step ahead from many clients already. So change the language that you talk to yourself first. It is really, really important, because what you use, you condition yourself to believe in this. We want to know more about virtual assistants, and maybe we can collaborate with school for education programs. So how to reply to this? I mean, guys, I really want you to become solution-oriented people. And sometimes we feel that we want people to give us like guidance for every small detail or every small thing. Before asking anything, ask yourself, like, what would be your solution to that? Like, how would you respond? How would you respond? This is just a question. We want to know about virtual assistants, and maybe we can collaborate for school for our education program. First of all, you need to understand how you can bring them value, right? Like, what is there? Learn more about them. What do you think? How do you think you can bring value? Or you can ask them, what is your need right now? Maybe you can give them your elevator pitch. You can give them some words about yourself. You can say what virtual assistants do and can help them with, and you can ask what are their needs right now. Gilbran, hi Tanya, how to measure the client if we are entry level for Upwork and linked, for example, but we keen to learn fast about the job desk? How to convince them without any example work? What is the difficulty in creating the example work? Most of the tasks, you can just take 30 minutes of your time and create an example. Like, what is the difficulty? Amanda, hi Tanya, if my skills not match with most of the vacancy in Upwork, should I try something new even I'm not familiar with that and take it as my experience portfolio? What do you mean your skills? Do you mean your past experience? Again, we don't look at your past experience, only at your experience. Let's say during the course, you have tried to do bookkeeping, you have tried to do posting content on HubSpot or Buffer, or you try to create reels, or you try to do other things. Again, I want to emphasize, you can learn most of the VA services very fast. And again, yes, you need to check the narrative that you use towards yourself. If you are going to reach out to clients and you will think to yourself, I will never find clients, no one is ever going to work with me because I'm entry level, I'm very much beginner. You know, guys, on Upwork, even people who say that they are experienced, when I look at their cover letter, it is really like very bad. So I think you really underestimate yourself so much and overthink too much that, yeah, don't do it. Samantha, hi Tanya, I noticed that in Upwork, the payment is saved in the website for a period of time before we can withdraw it, and per withdrawal there is a charge too. Can you share more about this? Yes, so basically the Upwork will withdraw the fee, but not from your card. They will withdraw from the money that the client is sending to you. So let's say you are charging $10 an hour, and then at the end, Upwork will take $1 an hour. So at the end, you will get $9 an hour. But you are not paying to Upwork unless you are subscribing for the pro version of Upwork. But I guess all of us are using the free version. For the payment is saved in the website for a period of time. I'm not sure. I think it goes directly to your card. Just double check it. I don't think it is going to Upwork. Yetara, hi Tanya, in Upwork, how do I add access to apply to the job we want? Because I tried to apply for access, I can't access it. I didn't get your question, Yetara. What do you mean? You need to click find jobs. Leah, Tanya, I get offer from my future client who has a different business with my previous experience. Any tips to that? Different business. You don't need to have experience in this business. Let's say when I found my medical clinic client, I had zero experience in working with medical clinics. Indonesia, Bagor, Eka. Excuse me, Tanya, which is better, getting job by myself or using Upwork services to get a job? We already discussed on the last lesson about the pros and cons for Upwork and for the Instagram. On Instagram, it's a great strategy, but it's more long-term strategy. You need to connect to people, you need to communicate with people, you need to reach out to people. It's a great way to find opportunities to, establish your personal brand, to charge more, to get people to notice you and to reach out to people by yourself, but it can just take more time. At the same time, Upwork, on the other hand, is a platform where the jobs are already available and people are already looking for virtual assistants. We understand that Upwork is like more competition, but when we look at it closely, the competition is not really quality competition. So you can stand above all this competition easily with the tips that I give. Tanya, I watched your Upwork tutorial recording, and that's the time when you said the job post is strange. Can you explain more why it's strange? And do you have any tips to analyze a job post? Thank you, Izmi. I don't really remember what it was about, but I think it was just not clear from the start, like what they need. I think it was about the post, which is $30 for like creating the content on Instagram or something like that. So I was really surprised why it's so little. Why it's just $30? I think, if I'm not mistaken. How to analyze? Put filters, verified payment options, people who already have good reviews, people who have hired before on Upwork. These are the best filters. Davina, hi Tanya, do you have to stocks connects in Upwork? I already explained it on my lesson. When you join Upwork, you get 50 connects. But after you already use all the connects, then you get 10 new connects per month, and you can buy each new connect for 15 cents. So really make sure that you filter the jobs that you are applying for. Hi Tanya, is it worth to take paid Canva Pro for a beginner VA that has not even had a client yet? I don't think it's worth it. Livka, hi Tanya, is discovery call really important? What if clients prefer chatting only or connecting through emails? I really always prefer a discovery call because I like to communicate with clients and I like to see the clients, and for the client it can be really another level of trust for you when they see you in person, instead of, because when we can't really meet them in person because it's distant, right? It's a long distance, but we can meet them on Zoom or Google Meet, and it is really a substitute for a physical meeting. And it's really another way of connection. But of course, if your client is really like strict about only chatting, then of course we cannot push them. But with all my clients, I had meetings before we started the partnership. But I have heard the cases where you can just sign a contract via chat. But I'm always for the call communication. Selvi, hi Tanya, is there any advice to set first best price that we offer in Upwork? Like for the beginners, we should set just 10 or based on our highlight skills? No, we don't charge separate for highlight skills and other skills. I think it's fair to charge like the same rate unless you only provide highlight skills to separate clients and basic skills to other clients. So it's too complicated. I think it's just one rate. The first thing is that you can do is that you can just research other VAs on Upwork and see how much they is a rate, but the rates can be really different. So as per my guidance, it is 10 to 15 US dollars an hour for the beginners. I think it's a good price. Isme, do we need to turn on web camera when we do discovery call, or is it just audio? Good question, Isme. I think I missed this point. It should be always with video. And even if the client, sometimes I had really funny calls when for some reasons, I couldn't turn on my camera. And then when we started the call, I see the person face, the VA face. But then when the person realizes that my camera is off, the person also turns off the camera because maybe they're nervous, and I can totally understand that. But I do not recommend you guys to do that. Even if your client has their camera off for some reason, I really recommend you to turn your camera on. I know that it can be disturbing for some people, but I think it's really great because the client can actually see you like in person, right? So I think camera on is really ideal. Also, please make sure that there is no background noise when you do the call. It's really the basic tip, but so many people actually overlook it. They do the call from the coffee shop, they do the call from the bus, they do the call when their kids are screaming on the background. Please don't do that because it creates a really bad first impression, and the client will not want to work with you, even if your skills are really great. Samantha, I saw one job post earlier about transcription typing work, which offers 1530 USD because they apparently needed to be done quickly. But since there is no verified payment and no previous history, I hesitated. Yeah, I think it is suspicious. I wouldn't. That's why I always prefer to filter. Khalid, sometimes I'm more confident in myself after attending this live session. Amazing.
Sorry, Tanya, have you answered question from Ismi for the strange job post?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Which question, Vicky? Sorry, I didn't see your question. You can just copy paste again. Okay, guys, any other questions? Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I need to take a picture of this. Thank you. Thank you, guys, for your nice feedbacks. Thank you so much. You're also very inspiring. I'm really so proud of you. You're doing so many new things at the same time. I know that you have information overload now. Yes, yes.
We have one more question, Tanya. Sorry.
Yes, sure. Hi, Tanya, nice to see you again. I'm currently already feeling nervous because I will have a discovery call with potential client tomorrow who reached me out via IG yesterday. Wow, amazing. I already got some advices from my SA Fanny and will utilize it for this very first discovery call. But I want to ask you if you have more additional advices, since I'm very new in this VA career and this client is also VA and coach, maybe like you. Vicky, it is very limited information to give you any advice. What type of advice do you want? Because we already discussed a lot during this lesson. I don't know how to answer your question. What else should I say? I think all is pretty clear unless you have a really exact question. To start the conversation with her, just follow the guidance from the lesson. No, Vicky, we already just discussed it 5 minutes ago, how to start the conversation during the discovery call. You need to set the call agenda. Come back to the 10 minutes ago and please check the lesson. You need to set the agenda first. Thank you so much, guys. Any other questions? Thank you everyone. Thank you guys. Good luck. Good luck. Thank you, Muslima. Have a nice sleep. Selamat malam. Selamat tidur. Bye bye. Good night, everyone. Bye bye.